Good morning. We are off to Freshfield Farms. I think that's the right name. I always get the name wrong. Everyone is off and getting their day started, and I'm getting mine started. I'm actually leaving a little later than I wanted to because why is my camera shaking? I'm leaving later than I wanted to because I was editing a video. I decided to stop. I'm gonna have to turn the defrost on for a second. Okay, I decided to actually stop beating myself up about not getting Plan With Me's done on time, because it's just adding more unnecessary stress and pressure on me, and in the grand scheme of things, it's not that important. I actually have an idea of what I want to do. This catch-all was supposed to be a vintage theme, and I think I was gonna switch that and do something else, but no, I think I'm gonna stick with that. And I have ideas of things I want to do, but I can make it more of a memory planning spread and just do it later in the week, because I don't really have a whole lot going on this week. No appointments, no anything unusual or anything. It's pretty much a free week, so I think we'll be good there. So I have on, and I need to go to the post office. I have some a package that was too large to fit in my box or one of the lockers, so I gotta go pick that up. Stopped by the post office last night after drop off at ballet, and picked up a package, but I guess I have another one. So I'll do that on the way back. Hopefully I'll remember I got my little slip up there. And yeah. So I don't know how I feel about this, but so let's just get some things out of the way, because I'm pretty sure eventually there are going to be questions about some things you may have seen, or maybe you didn't even notice, but I noticed. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there. Some mornings I have like an indent on my face. Let's just talk about my face stuff first for a second, because I just want to get it out of the way. Okay. So some mornings you'll see that I have an indent on my face. I try to avoid it. So the reason you see that is because I have sleep apnea and I wear a CPAP mask at night, and I'm still trying to get the thing just right. But it's like I did better with it the first week. I've only had it about a month, but it has made a difference. I can tell that it's made a difference in how I feel during the day. I'm not really extremely sleepy. Like I used to be so sleepy around the time it was time for me to go pick up my son from school. I would always worry that I would fall asleep and miss picking him up or be late picking him up. But I would be so tired during that time of the day. That doesn't happen anymore. It might happen 1 or 2 days a month, but overall, that doesn't happen anymore. And I don't know. I have several things going on. So, and I was treated for something else at the same time that I got the CPAP. So I don't know if it's all attributed to the CPAP that I feel better, but I do feel better. And even though I have a very mild sleep apnea, according to the home study that I did where you bring the test thing home and you wear it overnight and then you take it back to the lab or the sleep place or whatever. I didn't do the in-house study where I would stay there overnight and they would monitor me, because I have sarcoidosis. And you may not have ever heard of that, but if you know who Bernie Mac is, he died from complications from sarcoidosis. Tisha Campbell from Martin, she has sarcoidosis. There was a lady, I don't know her name, she was on MTV years and years ago. She had a really bad version of it. She had it in her spine. She has sarcoidosis. But, and there's other people that I just can't think of right now off the top of my head. But maybe you know who those people are. Anyway, I have it. I've known about it since the 90s. Apparently, I have a milder form of it so far. It's an autoimmune disorder. So basically, and they don't know what causes it. Mine seems to be aggravated by allergens. So come springtime, I'm in a bad state because I have allergy issues, and then my sarcoidosis flares up as well. So it tends to be aggravated by that. The treatment for sarcoidosis is mostly prednisone, which is a steroid, which is a blessing and a curse. When it works, it really works good, but the side effects are almost as bad as the disease is treating. So at first when I was diagnosed, I was treated and I was fine for years, and then all of a sudden I started having problems. And I think that's because I developed the allergies, and being in Florida, there's lots of allergens, and so it's like a cascading event of things. And sarcoidosis, the simple definition is inflammation in the body for no apparent reason. That's what it is. So it affects my eyes. So if you've seen my plan with me, you see that I'm constantly going to the eye doctor or to the ophthalmologist, and I never know if I'm supposed to stop here or what. And I have to see a pulmonologist, and yeah. So last Friday when I went to the doctor, that's where I went to see the pulmonologist. Oh no, traffic is backed up. Let me get right back off of this highway. So I know I'm giving a lot of information. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. I don't know, but maybe it'll help somebody. So anyway, it affects my eyes. I have some lung activity, which is why I have to see a pulmonologist. And I have issues with swelling in my leg. I have the skin, it can affect your skin. I have skin involvement on my left shin. And as of late, I've started to have facial glandular involvement. These glands, the partoid gland, I think it's called. It's the same gland that gets swollen up when you have the mumps. Well, I guess it's gotten involved in sarcoidosis brouhaha, and it started swelling. I noticed it a couple of months ago when I had a flare up and my jaw was just sticking out. So if you see this little dent right here, that's because this is still a little bit swollen. Even though I'm being treated right now, it's still a little puffy. So, and also, if if you look at my thumbnail picture versus what I look like now, you'll notice that my face is fatter or puffier, or like I don't know if you can see in the shadow here, but it's puffier under my eyes and around my eyes. So that's because even though it's a low dose, I am taking prednisone and have been for the last month or so. So one of the side effects of prednisone is the puffy, it's called a moon face. So your face puffs up. There must be an accident or something. Definitely getting off of I-4. I'm trying to think of a better way to get where I'm going than going down that road, because that's just too much traffic. So anyway, so that's why I have the puffy face. That's why my face is so fat compared to what my thumbnail pictures look like. Also, if you see right on the bridge of my nose, I have some scarring there. That is from the first week of wearing the CPAP mask. We're back to the sleep apnea now. That's from the first week of me wearing that mask. It irritated my skin. I had a breakout on my nose. Now, I don't have breakouts. It's something I don't normally get anymore. But I had a breakout on my nose, and it left the scarring. They claim, I went to the dermatologist because I had some things that I wanted her to look at, and I asked her about that while I was there, and she said it's just from the friction from the mask. And also the specialist about the sleep apnea at the doctor's office Friday told me that it was from that, and that it's just going to take me getting the mask adjusted just right. But he also told me that I can get a different mask that doesn't go up that high the next time it's time for me to get a new mask. So I think that's what I'm going to do. The one that he showed me, I kind of liked it better anyway, because it's really hard to get the one that I have now to sit just right on my face and create a seal and not be making noise at night, waking me up. So yeah, my hair is not shaped good. So that's what I got going on. So now you know all my business. But I mean, it's like everything is related. But I've had the sarcoid for years, so hopefully it doesn't get any worse. I mean, they don't know what causes it. All we've determined so far is that my allergies aggravate the sarcoid. So if I keep the allergies under control, and I also have asthma because of the allergies. It's not like, there's different varying degrees of asthmas, and I was told a long time ago that I had asthma, and I just was like, I don't have asthma. I never had an asthma attack. But there's different types of asthma, and they didn't explain that to me, so, but now I know. So, and I did try the allergy shots for a while until, I don't know why, but it got to where I couldn't even lift my arms up from the allergy shots, so I had to stop. It's like when it rains, it pours. I mean, I thought sarcoidosis was like the worst thing ever. Never heard of it. Oh, and one of my aunts has it too. So, but it's not hereditary, and it's mostly in people of Scandinavian descent. I don't know how that works, but, and I think it affects African Americans more. It's been a long time since I researched it and, you know, looked at all the information. Back when I was diagnosed, that was my oldest daughter's 5th birthday. How I got diagnosed, I took her to Disney for her birthday, and it was her birthday's in March. So we were out there at the height of the pollen, and the next day my eyes ached so bad. I couldn't even tolerate a little bit of light. It was just this horrible ache. I just thought I was dying because I'd never experienced anything like that. So, and it took a while for me to even be able to see an ophthalmologist to find out what was wrong. I remember being at work, almost in tears. My eyes were hurting so bad. But yeah, when I went to the doctor finally, he was like amazed and calling other doctors in to look in my eyes and stuff, and he wanted to give me an injection directly in my eye. I was like, no, I'd rather do the oral medication, please. And that oral medication was prednisone. So that was my first go with prednisone. And after that, I didn't have it for I don't know how many years. Have any problems until I started having I guess I may have had problems and didn't recognize them as such, because I did have a rash on my shin. It was small, but it was an itchy rash that would not go away. And come to find out, that was sarcoidosis. That was the sarcoidosis. But you don't know what you don't know, and I didn't know. So that's what's going on with my mug here. And that's one reason why I didn't really want to go on camera earlier this year, because I was on a much higher dose of prednisone, and I just didn't want to be on the camera with a moon face, basically. And it's really weird because almost immediately when I stop taking it, my face will go back to normal, which is good. I'm glad that happens. So we're about to go through downtown Orlando. The traffic is just as bad over here as it is on the highway up there, but at least it's moving. If I was on the highway, I'd be sitting still. Oh, and one of the other issues with sarcoidosis is chronic fatigue. So match that up with the sleep apnea, which I didn't feel like I had, but yeah, I have issues with being tired all the time, but I'm feeling much better. The prednisone works, the CPAP works. Yeah. But for a while there, especially in the spring, just life is a struggle. That's why I say this is the most wonderful time of the year for me. Once the time changes back to normal, because this is the normal time. I don't know what that other time is supposed to be. This is normal. Once the time changes, it's like my whole life changes. I feel so much better. I can function so much better. I can get up in the morning. When the time changes back, if they ever keep the time on the daylight savings time or whatever, that's gonna ruin my life. I might be being a little dramatic, but yeah, I think that's gonna ruin my life. I cannot stand that time. It's a struggle for me to even wake up in the morning. I don't like it. And I understand people want to have more daylight, but it's not natural. And then wasn't that done during the energy crisis or something to try to save energy, just leave the time alone. I don't know. Well, I do know. I wish they would just leave it alone. So, yep, chronic fatigue, inflammation in the body, and then the inflammation, you know, cancer is caused by inflammation, right? So, yeah, I'm just, and then my mom is always trying to figure out where did all this strange stuff come from. I don't know. But yeah, even though I don't have a severe case of sleep apnea, I had to go take a like a little class where they explain how to use the machine and how it works and everything. And it was me and this other man in there, and the other man, so like I might stop breathing. First of all, it's normal for you to stop breathing a little bit at night when you're sleeping or whatever. But over 5 episodes, I think in an hour, is considered sleep apnea. I think it was 5. I took a picture of the chart while I was there taking the class. But this man, he stopped breathing like 80, 90 times per hour. I'm like, whoa. Can you imagine? So, let me leave that up. That was like amazing to me. It's like, how are you still alive if you stop breathing that much? And then you know what? I think I've had an issue for years and had no idea. Even though I don't have a high number as far as the number of times I stop breathing, my oxygen level drops extremely low. And I've had this issue with my memory for at least 12 years where I just can't remember stuff. And everybody would tell me, oh, you're getting older, but I didn't feel like it was an age-related thing. I mean, things from when I was younger, when I lived in North Carolina, it's like I can't remember people that I should remember. I have no idea who these people are. Yeah, I mean, I remember some things, but for the most part, most of that part of my life is a blank. And I think it's from probably having low oxygen levels reaching my brain every night. But again, I'm feeling better. I don't know if my memory is any better, but as far as how I feel better. So, we are almost there. So you don't have to listen to me belly aching about I'm not belly aching. I mean, I just try to make the best of what I got and work with what I got. So yeah, so now that you know, I noticed a couple of my Vlogmas videos, I had the mark on my face. So that's why. And I try to, like, when I'm washing my face in the morning, I try to massage it out, but apparently that doesn't work. So, am I turning at the wrong place? What street is this? It looks so weird. So we are pulling up to Freshfield Farms right now. I'm not sure how much of this you're going to be able to see, but it's already pretty crowded. Because I'm not sure what time they open, but it's pretty crowded, and this is it. So this is what it looks like walking up to the building. I'm trying to let you see their sign, but I doubt it's gonna show. But there it is. Oh, they open at 9:30. Okay, so I got my 2 little bags, as you can see. And I'm gonna walk right over here next door to the vegetable and fruit produce area. There's a little snack bar right here. And sorry for the noise, can't be helped. So here we go. So let me get to shopping. Look at this. So that's done. I didn't buy a whole lot. I wanted to get more fruits and vegetables, but they really didn't have anything that I wanted. I normally get my asparagus from there, but it looked really dried up, so I didn't buy any. I did go back and get some fresh Brussels sprouts, but only got a little bit because nobody likes that but me, so. And I'll roast them and do the smothered chicken and rice today. But anyway, so normally I would go to Starbucks drive-through, but I think this location is closed, and I don't know where they moved to, so that makes it a little difficult to go there when there isn't one there. I guess I could go a little bit out of the way and go to another one. I really want something to drink. I really want a treat today. Yeah, they're closed. I wonder where they moved to. I know there's a Target here. There's a Starbucks inside the Target, but I don't like to go to Starbucks that aren't standalone establishments. Like, I don't really like to go to them when they're inside of another store, because it seems like they don't make the drinks as well as the baristas in the real Starbucks stores. So that's why I prefer not to go there. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go kind of the long way home and get myself something to drink. Keep me motivated for the rest of the day. So this is nutcracker season. Ordinarily, where I'm at now, I would be over here almost every day, back and forth, taking my child to nutcracker rehearsals, dress rehearsals, all kinds of rehearsals and shows. And some days they have 2 and 3 shows a day. So it's like a back and forth. Pick him up, take him to go get some lunch. Yes, him, my son. My youngest son is the one that does ballet. I don't know if I mentioned that. I did ask his permission if I could say that on here, because, you know, I don't want people bothering him about that. He's pretty cool with it, but, I mean, he wanted to do it, so. He's getting to a point now where he kind of complains about it because all he wants to do is play the game, but we're going to break that habit. It's like, you can't let that game rule your life. So this is something you want to do. He wants to go to the dance school for high school here. So if he wants to do that, then he needs to get his priorities together. But yeah, he didn't want to do Nutcracker this year. I think he did it for the last 2 or 3 years. He took a break in there sometime. We took a year off before. And I'm kind of glad he didn't want to do it this year. I needed a break. It's a lot. When it's Nutcracker season, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of back and forth. It's just a lot. And I think the second year that he did it, I had my granddaughter with me. So I was taking care of her while she was a small baby. Well, kind of a small baby. So that was interesting because we had to park in a parking garage, and the way their rules are, I had to walk him to the stage door and then walk back to the parking garage, and this is a couple of blocks. I mean, it's fine for just me, but then I had the baby with me too. It was a lot. Then last year, you know, I was half sick from chemo. Still, you know, trying to get my life together from that. But it wasn't so bad last year, because I kind of dropped him off and picked him up from the stage door. They kind of let us do that, so it wasn't so bad where I had to park in the parking garage and walk all the way to the Performing Arts Center. So, and he's been in other things too. He was in something else last year. I think it was the Mad Hatter. So even when he does other things, it's still a lot of rehearsals and dress rehearsals and stuff. So I'm kind of glad we're taking it easy this year, this season or whatever. And then I'm also glad because the teacher that he loves the most, she used to be like over the performances that they did. So he would be with her. And think that might be why he didn't want to do it this year too, because she's not doing that anymore. So from what I understand, I don't know. Which I can understand. I mean, really, he went through a phase before where he didn't want to do it. I don't want to go. I don't want to do it. And she talked to him, and he really does. I think he just does this to aggravate us. I don't know. To like get under my skin. I think he does it for my benefit. And I just kind of ignore it and just like, well, you know, you say you were gonna do it, you made a commitment, you at least have to finish the season, so let's finish this year up. And then the next day it's like nothing happened, he's ready to go. I don't understand. I'm looking like a slob. So yeah, it's 80 degrees, it's hot. I put this on, I really don't need it, but I'm almost home. But there's no point in taking it off now. Just take it off when I get to the house. I'm trying to think, do I want a Frappuccino? I haven't had a Frappuccino in so long. And since it is kind of hot today, I might just have a caramel Frapp. Maybe I should just go home. Decisions. I think I didn't pick my hair out today. It's like really tight and dense feeling. And I see it's this long. I didn't pick it out. I just like put my moisturizer, my curl enhancer on there and combed it back, and then tried to fluff it up a little bit so it doesn't look like I got a flat head in the back, which it probably still does, but it just feels so dense and tight today. I'm feeling lazy. I think I'm just gonna go to the drive-thru and bring y'all along with me. So that was just a little view of the city. We're actually in a different city now. I don't know if you caught the sign, but yeah, we went from one city to another. So I'm over by a Tuesday morning. It's actually right over there in the shopping center. And I should go, but I don't have any money not enough in my budget. And I want to wait until I go to Hobby Lobby and see if I see anything I want from there. Tuesday morning is so hit or miss. It's probably not even worth me stopping there. And then there's also a Michael's up ahead. It's the big Michael's in the area. But I don't think I need to go in there either. Pretty much got what I wanted from Michael's yesterday, so I think I'm good. Okay, that was a long wait. But we're off. I got my drink. I got a caramel frappuccino, a venti decaf with almond milk, so, and whip. Haven't tasted it yet. I guess I should taste it before I get too far away in case it's not right, but I kind of trust them. It's good. It's a little watery. But it's good. It just means I can drink it a whole lot faster without getting an ice cream headache. Being that it's watery, that means they probably didn't put a lot of ice in it. So I've had to circle back around and hit the post office. I almost forgot and went home without doing it. I'm going to pick up this package. So as a little shout out to one of the people that I watch on YouTube, her name is Beth, and I will link to her channel in the description box below. I'm coming in hot to the post office. She used to say that all the time and it just tickled me. Coming in hot to the post office. So, yeah. Okay. So I got my package. So yeah, I've been watching. So I've been watching Beth since our family vacation when we went to, I think that's when we went to Ohio. And we went to Cedar Point. And on the way back, I was keeping my mom company. She was driving, and I was browsing YouTube, and I went and searched for SCRAPCRAFTASTIC on YouTube, and Beth's channel came up, one of her videos, and so I watched her video. She was one of the first people to actually do a video using my printables. I think she used a sticker kit, and I've been watching her ever since. I like her channel. It's fun. It reminds me of home, of North Carolina. So I think that's, even though she's in Texas, a lot of, you know, what she shows and how life is there is kind of like the life that I knew or was familiar with when I was in North Carolina. So that's why. And plus, I just like her. She's fun to watch. So anyway, I'll link to her in the description box below. And you see, it took me a while to get to the post office. I sucked down this drink. It's pretty much history. Yeah, I talk about losing weight, but then I go and do something like that. But that won't happen again for a while. It's like I said, I hadn't had a Frappuccino in I don't know how long. So that's probably enough calories for breakfast and lunch, maybe dinner. I don't know. But I got a really big package back there. You see it? And I think I know what it is. I think I'm missing one item that I was supposed to receive, but haven't received it yet. But be sure to check my other channel, SCRAPCRAFTASTIC. It's in the description box below. The link is, and so you can see what I got in the box and the package that I picked up last night, and hopefully the package that's still to come. I think people will probably be shocked to know the other types of channels that I watch on YouTube. Like I said, I don't know if I mentioned that on here, but I think think I mentioned it in the comments. I don't really watch regular TV. It just doesn't. And I mean, I have Netflix and Hulu and all that, but I don't watch that often either. What I kind of do is wait for Netflix to add a bunch of new stuff that I haven't seen, and then I binge watch it all, and then that's it for Netflix. I don't like watch it every day or anything like that. It might be every 3 or 4 weeks I'll watch Netflix, and I have things in the queue or on my list that I need to watch, but I'm just not in the mood to watch them. Not right now. So, and generally when I binge, it'll be like on a Saturday, or which I tend not to do because I like to watch Me TV on Saturdays because they have all the westerns on all day long. Then they have Three Stooges, which I don't care for anymore, but they have that on. Then Wonder Woman comes on, and then they have a vintage spooky or scary or I don't know, thriller type movie come on, and that comes on from 8 to 10. Then like Star Trek comes on, the original Star Trek, and I don't know what comes on after that really because I'm out cold sleep. So usually by the time if the movie is something that I'm interested in, usually by the time the movie goes off, I'm getting ready to go to bed anyway. I'm getting sleepy or I'm working on something. I try not to get absorbed in Star Trek. I really like Star Trek. I've seen them all, but I just try not to get too absorbed in that because I'd rather go to sleep and be able to get up early and have plenty of time for the following day. But anyway, I think I'm going to end this vlog here. I am home now. Need to get my groceries in the house and put away and get busy editing my video and getting some other work done. I had fun with you guys this morning. So I hope you're enjoying my attempt at Vlogmas. Please give me a thumbs up. If you like the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Also, it would be really nice if you could leave me a comment. And I will see you guys tomorrow.